I'm going to go back to purpose. Right. Guard stations. Propaganda center. This is the one. So guard stations basically upgrade the watchtowers into full-on guard stations. Raise the hope of people living nearby. Lower the discontent of people living nearby. You can use guards to break up protests. So this is the direction we're going in.
A new law has passed.
A new law has passed. Now then, a guard station requires 15 wood and 10 steel. So we can upgrade that. And we can upgrade that. There we go. During the end, when I accepted all the guys and injured people, I had to make triage. Okay, so Hope's on its way down again. Laws on cooldown, technology trees working, food is nearly full. We can change that. Actually, what is the surplus on food? Okay, we'll not assign that just yet. Hunter's hangar. We need to upgrade some more of these things. Steel. Why does a hunter's hangar take 40 steel? What the heck, man? It makes no sense. Guard stations have been built and manned to maintain order in the city. Some people question their purpose, but the majority support your decision. Hope rises. There you go. Look at that. Boom. Like, if you want to build a machine that will thump the ground to get coal out of it, it takes 15 wood. 15 wood. If you want to build a steelwork, which will extract iron ore from the ground, 25 wood. If you want to build a cabin for people to go hunting from, 40 steel and 40 wood. How does that work? That makes no sense at all to me. London has gained more followers. We need a factory now. That's what we need to build, a factory. 15 steel and 30 wood. This is the thing that's going to give us automatons, which will then free up resources. Beautiful placement. Emma Potter. How are we going to survive? What should we do? Jane Smith. Other cities have fallen, but not London. It's impossible. We should definitely go back there because it was great when we left it. It's bound to have changed. I'm sure it's warmed up a bit. Look at discontent now. These guard stations are amazing. And when we get the propaganda machine, it's all over for London. Then the ragtag team. Ooh, look at this. In 1, 2, 3 days time, 2 level drop in temperature. What days am I streaming next week, Cuzzy? What I'm probably going to do, Cuzzy, is Thursday, and then I may do a Friday daytime, and then I'll be driving up to Peterborough Friday night. So I might do a stream up till about 5, 6 o'clock-ish. Something like that, and then I need to drive up to the hotel in Peterborough. Because I'll be there on Saturday, which is the day before show day, to do some filming. But yeah, I'll be there. I'll be at Peterborough Friday, Saturday, Sunday night, so I won't be streaming much next weekend at all, really. But if you're going to Truckfest, I'll be there. So yeah. Okay, now we need some workers. There's not enough people to go around here. Where can we nick people from? Can't nick them from there, really. What the heck, man? It's the Flying Hunters. Check the scouts. Yeah, I need to build my factory too. The American camp was well supplied with everything except food. Searching the tents, we found more victims of hunger. Most of them have been of badly worn but sophisticated artificial limbs bearing a company symbol. Tesla Manufacturing! We can only bury them and take their equipment. 1 steam core and 58 steel. Temporary settlement it is. Yeah, it's very nice, Big Boss, I agree. The art's really nice. Right, we're going to have to steal some people from somewhere. Oh, were though? Crikey. They're kind of needed. Steel is a problem, wood is a problem, coal is probably the thing we can afford to lose a little bit of at the moment. Actually, no, let's leave that one on. Let's slow down on the thumping. Put them all in the factory. Factory temperature is good. Oh my god, a factory. 100 steel, 100 wood and 50 coal.
Welcome back.
100 steel? You actually having a giraffe? Okay, we'll put them back in there temporarily then. Right, we need to save up and get 100 steel. Steam Steelworks researched. Well, all the outpost is going to do at the moment, Gaff, is get coal in. Like, that's the only thing I can do. Welcome back, Ryan Clark. Meepa, thank you for 2 months. 2-month hype. So now we can upgrade the steel and get more production going.
Happy anniversary, Nata.
That may become necessary. Rycon Rin, thank you for 7 months. Yeah, if you look at the map, the only outposts we've got currently... 150 wood every day. Meh. And 800 coal every day. So that's the only good one we've got. There will be one over here, hopefully, which will produce steam cores. It's all about heat. I know it's all about heat. We've also got 3,600 coal surplus. And we're producing 1,800 a day. So it's not really a coal problem, Gaff. You need to look at, like, the logistics of what you're dealing with. Nerd, 7 months. Are you going to Vegas? Oh, yeah. Flights booked. Hotel needs booking. I'm definitely going to Vegas. We need 100 steel quickly. What does it take to build 15 steel to be the steel steamworks? That would knock out steel production temporarily. But would then give us a boost on steel. Let's do it. Hopefully they can build that this afternoon. The automaton's going, dude, I've got nowhere to work. What am I doing? You know what we could do? We could nick some people out the med bay. So they've got no patience here at all. We could bring them out of there, turn it off temporarily, stick some workers somewhere else. Maybe have one in the coal mine. Or... so that has to be workers. Not meaning to sound ungrateful, but if you was to stream 1 PM till 11 PM on Thursday and 1 PM till 5 PM on Friday, then you would only lose 1 net stream day, as Thursday counts as 2, then effectively Sunday would be lost. Well, because it depends on how my week goes, bro. You know, I'll do what I can. You know, what that would mean logistically, Cuzzy, is I would have to get all of my camera equipment and everything prepped on Wednesday, because Thursday I'm streaming all day, Friday I'm streaming all day, and then I've got to go. So there's cause and effect there. It's not as simple as you think. Steam hub range upgrade increased, okay. I don't have any workers. I seem to have a massive surplus of engineers. It's really annoying. Thursday afternoon's never good. Baz, you can't please everybody, mate. Oh my god. Can't do anything, not enough steel. Guys, where can I nick some workers from? Crazy. Why do we have so many intellects and hardly anybody that actually does some work? Bingo. $23 steel. Okay, I've got workers anyway. You struggle with Londoners. Well, the trick with Londoners, Alos, well, the trick that I found works is if you get the propaganda. If you look at the laws, if you can get this thing here, the propaganda center, once you get that up and running, you can like print leaflets every couple of days, and it just, the hope level goes up something amazing. You get your guard towers up and it kind of gets things under control, and then the propaganda machine just swings it the other way. As for the Faith side, I've not done it on the Faith side, so I don't know. Scouts have reached a temporary settlement. Memory of injustice. The center of the settlement is marked with an upright boulder. On its roughly planed face, someone chiseled the following: "May God forgive the genius who sacrificed human lives in the name of progress, for we can't. Exiles of Tesla City." We won't touch the monument, but we decided to dismantle the huts for wood. Discover the Dreadnought landing in the walled colony. 1 steam core, 238 wood. So this guy's now carrying 2 steam cores. Dreadnought landing or wall colony. Let's go Dreadnought landing. No, it didn't, Cuzzy. I know what you're saying, bro. You could take it as ungrateful, but I know what you're trying to say. We're almost full up on coal. This is insane. Right, we have 19 steel. How much production of steel have we got? Is that online yet? That should have increased. 170 a day. Okay, so if we wait a day, we should have 100 steel. When we've got 100 steel, we can make an automaton. When we have an automaton, we can free up some people. That's how it's working right now. Londoners gain more followers. Cuzzy, it's alright. Don't worry. Move on. We have to get organised. We have to do something, says Edward Chown. What a name. Why is that coal apparently going down? That's interesting. Why did consumption just go through? Oh, the steam steel thingies are burning coal now. That's why.
No time to waste. We've got work to do.
10 workers for an outpost. 10 workers. That's just nuts. So we get the automaton. The automaton frees up workers. The workers get the outpost. The outpost creates the coal to replace the workers. Unfortunately, I can't research anything right now because I need to save up the steel. Thank you, Cole. Scouts have landed. And the dreadnought. A huge ship has been dismantled here. Only its massive keel plates remain under the ice. Railroad tracks lead south. We found a piece of a hull plate bolted to a boulder. It's engraved with the following inscription. In the year 1888, the American expedition aboard Hephaestus landed here in search of a haven from the global glaciation. May God preserve the souls of our fellow countrymen who perished on the way aboard our sister ship Prometheus. 1 steam core, 100 steel, and 123 wood. I tell you what, I wouldn't mind the steel off this guy right now. That would be really handy. We must push on to Tesla City. Got the bots. Yay. 88 steel. 100 steel. Right. Let's nick the workers back from the coal thumper. Slap them in there. Get ourselves an automaton. Overtime. Now, depending on how quickly they're going to make that, we may have to put them on a 24-hour shift to get it done. Elon Musk for the win. Okay, now we go. Propaganda center. And this is how you eliminate the Londoners.
Listen, everyone. New law is signed.
Okay, 30 wood and 10 steel. There can only be one such building in the city. We only need one building, Mr. Bond. We should put the propaganda center. Here.
Happy anniversary, Nata.
Of course, we're going to have to find people to work in the propaganda center, but we'll have those shortly. Once our mechanized army is built. Maxwell, thank you for 27 months. Nerd1146, 7 months. Did that one. Yes, I'm still going to Vegas. It looks like they're going to finish it before the working day ends. Because they're working until 8 and it's 3 o'clock and they've nearly got this thing online. Frostpunk achievements unlocked. Okay, so now we free up 10 workers, or 10 people, by chucking a machine into that instead. And with those people, they go and work at the propaganda center. Okay. Order above all. This sign will remind everyone that we're a city of order. May the traitors cower in terror. That's it. No mercy for our enemies. It's a beautiful building. So now we can do this. We can hit them with a propaganda bulletin every 2 days. Hope will rise. So watch the hope meter. Look, see? Every 2 days, you can do that to hope. And the Londoners are just toast. Turn the heating off on that building. In fact, we can just turn the heating off on that building. It's not needed anymore. That's going to save coal. How's the coal situation? Surplus. Right, I've got 2 days before it gets cold. See, this requires engineers to work here. We need 4 more workers out of somewhere. Where's the other coal thumper? Okay, now we create an outpost team. We send them to the coal mine. Explore freshwater springs. You just turn the steam core off. No, I turned the heating on the steam core off. Near the freshwater springs, we meet some refugees from Winterhome. They are sorry sights and seem to be completely unmoved by the fate of their city. Ask what kept them from starving, they look away. Then mumble something about eating lichen. Escort the survivors. That will bring 22 workers. I think what I did last time was I sent them on the way and then caught up with them. Frozen Grove or the Shrouded Cave. Inhabited cave. Tesla City. Well, yeah, because you know, like, the mechanics of the game, and you don't make as many mistakes when you're playing it the second time. Captain Flint, yeah, what you can hear is the rioting Londoners. Thunder unleashed. Able minds and bodies will prevail over the cold, reads the slogan over the entrance to Tesla City. A central tall tower shines with the blue glow of electric discharges which form a protective dome on the town. But something went wrong here. There are charred bodies lying on the streets and the stench of burnt flesh taints the air. We saw a lightning strike from the tower, hitting a building and leaving a gash in its roof. Risk entering the city. Well, we've got to. As soon as our scouts enter the city, we lost contact with them. There's no telling what happened, but we presume they're all dead. Oh my god. What a scumbag. They had stuff on them as well. They had 2 steam cores and a load of steel. But we can set up an outpost there no matter what. It's just a matter... That's like 2 missions now. 2 scout missions we've lost. Both scouts. That's really annoying. That's really annoying. Bad rolls, man. Bad RNG. Okay, food rations are coming down. 200 steel a day is pretty good, though. As soon as we can, we need to build another one.
Happy anniversary, Nutter.
I don't know, Cuzzy. But if they went in the city, you wouldn't know where they went, kind of thing, so you'd have to find that stuff. SRB, thank you for 40 months. Writing on the wall. Captain, someone has defaced the walls with predictions of doom of our city. This is troubling. People already fear we'll share the Winterhome's fate, and scared minds are swayed by even the smallest nudges. Send watchmen to remove it. Hope will fall slightly. Ignore it. Hope will fall. Yeah, well, AJ, the last time I went into Tester City, I didn't lose a scout. And the last time I went into the other cave, I didn't lose a scout against the bear attack. But both times in this playthrough, I did. It's just RNG. People regain hope. For the first time, the Londoners have failed to persuade anyone to abandon our city and flee to London. People are recovering from their shock at the news of Winterhome and starting to hope for the future. The propaganda machine is working. No, the propaganda's on cooldown. It's a 2-day cooldown. But don't worry, as soon as we can, we will. Be vigilant, only law and order stand between us and disaster. Come on, get building. We need more automation.
Order, people. Let's march to work.
A new automaton has been built. Get to it, pal. Right, that's freed up more people. So now we have 9 engineers. Okay. 9 engineers, we can start bringing more coal in. We can max out the effect of the propaganda machine. Can max out the coal thumper. The children's hideout. The cave is a hideout for some children who were evacuated from Winterhome. There are no adult survivors here. We should talk to the kids and take them to our city. Little survivors. We talked to the children in their hideout. They said that one night their teachers and some hunters took them out of Winterhome on a secret adventure. Teachers told them they're going to stay here for a while. And the food ran low, the Guardians went back to get more and didn't return. It seems these kids were evacuated in time, but things in their city got really ugly. Escort the kids back. Send them to the city. Leave them to their fate. You see, this is where you're faced with moral questions, because if you bring 35 kids back to your city, that's 35 mouths you have to feed. And they don't do very much. The only thing they really do is boost the research in the workroom, in the what's it called? The workshop. That's all they do for you. Everything else is just a drain. And because the game doesn't have a sense of aging population, and I don't have use of children, as a dictator, we would probably just leave them. No, we don't have child labour. We went down the route of making them useful in the workshops. So we can, you know, we do have a use for them, but that's 35 more beds we're going to have to find as well. No Joel left behind. El Squirrelo would make a logical decision. I'm sorry, kids, but you know, it's not our fault. As you ordered, we left the children. The oldest kid started looking at us, alarmed. Then all of them ran in a headlong rush, following our old tracks, calling out in panic, "Wait, don't leave us!" It was some time before their cries died in the distance. Oh my god. That really pulls on the strings, doesn't it, eh? Oh my god. Right, so now we can hook up back with these guys. And escort them back. Build an outpost. Send shipments of 800 coal to our city. That will do nicely. Right, so if we go back here, look at the stats now. We are on insane amounts of coal. Evil Paul. El Squirrelo. If it had been Father Squirrelo, we would have absolutely brought them back. But not El Squirrelo. Gotta be ruthless. He's a dictator. The essence of roleplay. Okay, let me pause it a sec. We have 89 steel. We're going to need more storage here. We'll just get away with 2 for now. I love how you guys are like, oh yeah, you should definitely play El Squirrelo, you should definitely be a dictator, and then when the dictator does dictator things, you're like, oh, it's horrific, it's so evil. But you can't have it both ways. You're either a dictator or you're not. Okay, let's speed it up. Wait a sec, we need to get some research on the go. Yeah, it's the food and the bed space. Like, you've got to house these useless mouths because you chose not to work them. If you went the other way with the dictator and said children can do all jobs, if you went that way, absolutely you'd bring them back because then they're a useful resource. But as they stand, they're not a useful resource. No, you didn't, Captain Flint. Don't start backtracking on that one. Factory resources, coal mining optimization. No, we don't need that yet. Being able to ramp up the heating would be good. Shirt order, Jackson, thank you. Right, what day is it that we can... Blimey. Enough coal to last for 2 days. No, Matty, the deadline is going to be probably the close of Bank Holiday Monday. Just over a week. Dude, why are you... You're supposed to be catching them up. Not reading journals.
Work day is up. Return your tools.
Return your tools. Right, coal. Food. We're doing well on resources. Unfortunately, we lost steam cores, which is really annoying. Overdrive couplings researched. Tell you what we can do. We can turn the factory off, because we don't need it. Unless we're going to build another automaton. But if we build another automaton... it's debatable whether we'd use it. I think for now we can turn it off. Take the engineers out of there. It still says Monday on Teespring, Heapster. I thought I changed all that text. I swore I changed that text. That's really weird. Unless when it refreshed it put it all back, maybe. Right, we've got the overdrive coupling. We've got most of this done now. Gathering post installation, steam, coal thumper tool, not necessary right now. Steam sawmill might be a good idea. And then we'll go to the next level. It says May the 7th. Wait, so why is Heapster saying it says Monday and then Bigfoot says it says the 7th? In the text it should say May the 7th. Send watchmen to remove it. May the 7th is a Monday. Yeah, the bank holiday Monday that I told you about. It refreshes every 3 days, but the text says when it ends. The campaign reprints every 3 days. Just the way Teespring works. One of our people has died! Poet suicide. One of our people has committed suicide. In his spare time he wrote poems about loss, suffering and the death of hope. Well, he's a nice chap. Our propaganda centre waged a campaign against him to protect our people from his influence. Now people might blame us for his suicide, unless we make it look like he drank himself to death. Do it. Burn his poems. Stay away from it. Hope will fall. One guy, like, as a dictator, right? One guy who decided to go a bit rogue. This is not a member of orderly society as far as a dictator's concerned. Burn his poems. Watch members beaten. Captain, members of the neighbourhood watch were removing the Londoners' slogans when have been assaulted. What should we do? Send guards to secure the streets. Order guards to strike back. I want to escalate. I don't want to escalate this. Well, Muttley, me thinks we're playing dictator again. Send guards to secure the streets. Yes, hope will rise. Let's hope it's enough to protect us from these vermin. Well, better late than never. I'm wondering if it's worth, wonder if it's worth destroying the outpost and then sending... Actually, how much is it to build an outpost? 1 second. Get forward another one. Those steam cores on the go. The plebs must learn to show respect.
Come, lads. We must work harder.
Steam sawmill researched. Fantastic. Got 809 wood coming out of there. $234 coming out of there. That's nearly done, that one. It's not worth upgrading that. Tech level upgrade. Propaganda is almost ready. There it is. So now we can hit them with another leaflet campaign just before it goes cold. People must be told repeatedly. Scouts have returned with 6 children and 19 workers. 19 workers is perfect timing. Look at that, because now we can build an outpost and send it over to Tesla City. And we can take the beacon and build another scout team. And send them to the colony. This guy can go back to the Frozen Grove. And we have 4 spare workers left. Okay, so it's about to get pretty cold. We need to make sure we can deal with it. That's covered by automatons. These are depots and don't matter. Propaganda center's not got the heating turned on. Why is that on range setting 2? Wow, it actually did that by default. Interesting. Okay, we should be able to cope, I think. Morning gathering. Each morning gathering will slightly increase hope. So every day you get hope. Pledge of loyalty. People will be persuaded to sign a pledge of loyalty which will turn them into secret informers This will provide a permanent hope bonus. How could we say no to that? Agitator. Increases the efficiency of nearby workplaces by 20%. That's amazing. Yeah, but the prison's only good if you want to put people in prison. I don't put people in prison. I send them back to London because that's where they want to go anyway. So I'm going to go with Pledge of Loyalty. Discontent has gone up. I better watch out. The neighbours will be falling over themselves to sign. This will turn our people against each other. Nah, be fine. Be fine, mate. Four people doing nothing. Get in the tower and watch people. Nobody is out of work here. Wait, how many people are on the way back? Do we have enough? Do we have enough housing? Vacant beds too. That's not good. About to get cold as well. It's kind of hard with all these overlapping circles to actually work out what's what here. True dictatorship. Exactly, Cuzzy. You wouldn't dream of doing this unless you were a dictator. Yes, there is. I think it stacks lava tubia. What's this? People support the guards. Sir, people are no longer concerned by the Londoners' slogans. Some people have started to bring hot soup to the guards patrolling the streets. We just couldn't bear watching them walk in the streets in this cold. The slogans, the deranged scrawl of cowards, nothing more. I'm glad to hear it. It's all going away. Right, let's nick one person out of there, and one person out of there. And we'll put two people over there. Act of vandalism. A loyal citizen, you see, they start reporting us now. The loyal citizen has reported that he saw a group of young people vandalizing the propaganda center. They woke, "Wake up, people," in big letters. Punish the guilty. Remove the writing. Hope will rise. Discontent will fall and people may get hurt. Yeah, just remove it. We're creating a new world order. More storage. People abandon the Londoners! Oh no! Sucks to be them! First Londoners convinced to stay. They say that your recent decisions convince them there is no hope for us here yet. Oh, there is hope for us here yet. I'm glad to hear it. Yeah, it's about to get cold. We're ready for it. Our captain has my full support. We can get through this. Let's move, people. Our captain is counting on us. I love the tone. Like the way it's all changed. They're all like glad to get up in the morning and go to work. Can't print any more propaganda.
Bundle up. It's getting colder.
Here we go. Okay, let's have a look at the heat map. That's a bit chilly. Mechanical calculators research. We can now unlock tier 3 technologies. Well, let's go to heating. Generator power upgrade, generator range upgrade. Okay, 10 hours. Allows us to raise the temperature in all heat zones by 1 level. That sounds like a good idea. Maybe we'll have to go to overdrive until we get that. Okay. So that coal mine's being manned by an automaton. These are being manned by an automaton. This propaganda center needs to have the heating put on. That's storage. These resource depots are warm enough. Everybody else is pretty comfortable. This sawmill is not doing so well. That's going to make people ill. Okay, coal storage increased. Coal storage increased. I don't know, Bonzo, it'd be great if they called you like Presidente, that would just be great. Okay, so now we're in overdrive. We're still apparently... Coal is on the increase. This is insane. Food's on the increase. Wood and steel are on the increase, and yet nobody's getting ill. One person got ill. How nuts is that? Okay, what's this guy doing? Build an outpost. Okay. That should mean 1 steam core every day. With that, we can increase automation. The climate is a bit different from Tropico. The coldest temperature ever recorded at ground level is -90. That's pretty cold. You think about that, if that was +90, that's not hospitable at all, is it? So -90 is just... oh my god. It's like almost instant death. Okay, that's working okay while that's an overdrive, but hopefully we can turn it off and go to level 3. Okay, so that sawmill is now warm. If we turn that off... can that not drop to range level 1? Whoa, generator power just got upgraded. Turn off the overdrive and have a look. There you go. So now we're not overdrive, and that's comfortable. Generator range upgrade. Streamlined. What's this? Prostheses will cost 5 less steel to make. Streamlined automatons. Automatons will cost 20 wood and 20 steel less to make. Automation integration improves the workplace integrations of automatons, boosting their efficiency by 10%. Steam coal mine. House. Industrial hothouse. I think we'll go for range upgrade. Change the work hours too. That's a good point, actually. We'll do that. Hunter's hangar is pretty toasty, blimey. Everybody else is livable and they're like, oh yeah, we're never here, but it's lovely. Like they're literally never there.
Work day end. It's time for rest.
Okay, what's this? Willing informers. Some workers want to see you. They've dragged an engineer with them, accusing him of disloyalty. He was reading as this, trying to turn us against you. One of the workers shoves a tattered book in your hands. Damn fools, snarls the engineer. It's Dickens. I've been trying to educate them. You will gain 3 informers and the engineer will get hurt. Hope will fall. Discontent will rise. I think they're being idiots, to be quite honest with you. If it's a book, if it's a Charles Dickens book, the man's innocent. It's nuts. Yeah, they must have done lava tube like the Hunter's Lodge is just covered in pelts. Yeah, 3 informers. Yeah, but I'm not gonna put some dude in, like, get him hurt when he hasn't actually done anything. It's ridiculous. Should be able to put the factory back on. Make another automaton. Well, I think we'll wait until we have need of the machines. Discontent just rose for some reason. Food theft! Send the guards to catch them. Someone has stolen 258 food rations. We will not let them be. We will find them. And we will banish them. Mihu, 32 months, happy belated birthday, Paul. Thank you very much, Mihu. Guards succeeded. They found him. Wow, we have 235 steel. This is insane. Can we build another coal mine? Because we don't have enough coal. What we really need is more wood gathering. Oh, what? Scumbag? Apparently we have to go round there. I know, right, Robe? I mean, really, you're stealing all that food. What, are you going to hide in a crater? We survived another night. That has to count for something. Let's move, people. Our captain is counting on us. 1 person's sick. We're doing pretty well considering it's minus 60. Where's the factory? There it is. Let's take out 5 engineers from here. Turn the factory on. Stick them in there. Heater doesn't need to be on. Crane automata. Bishop James, how you doing?
Order, people. Let's march to work.
Exile colony. Numerous snow shelters expertly built from blocks of hard-packed snow huddle around cold, burnt-out campfires. A deathly silence hangs over the colony. Some of the exiles are still alive, just barely. We could try to bring them to our city, although they might die on the way. One of the dying held a diary to his chest. We read the last entry. Exile from Tesla City with food and fuel running out, we sent the strongest among us to search for help. They're our last hope. We're afraid this refers to the poor Yankees we buried. If we bring them back, we're talking 7 kids, 18 engineers, and 35 workers. That's pretty decent. Rob them of their supplies. I love it. No, I think we bring those back. We pulled the dying exiles from their snow houses and prepared them for the journey. Some of them stirred from their death-like slumber to bless their absent friends for bringing help. We couldn't tell them the truth. Not yet. What? That we've got it cozy back there? Are you serious? What exactly is the truth? I mean, I know people have died, but we're doing pretty well back there. It's like a sunny day in Canada. Lol. Why is that factory nearly done? Generator range upgrade done. Efficient gathering. Charcoal kiln bellows. Okay, I think we need the wall drill. We don't have that option yet. We need to get that option. Well, maybe vanilla donut. I suppose you would... When they got back, you would kind of tell them that, wouldn't you? Has that made an automaton? Yep, it did indeed. Okay, we have another steam core, so we could in theory make another automaton. And then when the next steam core arrives, we can have a wall drill, and that automaton can man the wall drill. You think it stopped working near the factory? Hang on. No. They're still producing. So both sawmills are producing at the moment. But I know one of them's running out. I think it might be that one. No, not that one. Why can't you go to the next one from here? What they should have done was put like a next sawmill here. So you can just hop to them. That would have been actually useful. Now, this has still got 497 left. Fundamental research. Sir Engineer is asking for a day off to study on an automaton. Oh, here we go. The automatons can be improved. They may be the pinnacle of our technology, but if we learned how to make them, we can surely learn how to make them better. Alright, carry on with the project, but at some point, like, he wants an automaton to use, and then he blows it up. And then he gives you an upgraded one. Can we print more? Oh, we can nearly print more propaganda. Look, every day we get like a tiny bit of hope. Okay. New order. Hope will never be a problem again. A public execution space will be built. That is true dictatorship, that is. Let's go with the morning gathering. I'm not ready for executions.
Listen, everyone.
We don't need them yet.
War is signed.
We could use a reminder of what we're fighting for every day. I think it's a waste of time, but if it helps morale.